What's up, guys? I'm Bill Stair.
And I'm JJ.
And we're SteelTown Outdoors. Today we're going to talk about the hunter and the
sitter. Now, I can talk about this because I was the sitter for probably 6 or 7 years.
Is that all?
7 or 8 years.
Okay.
So, the sitter is the guy that goes to the same spot that he's gone to for the last 7 or 8 years because he saw a deer there 7 or 8 years ago. And he's
good
hunting.
one.
Oh, he's hunting the same 10 deer. The same 4 buck and 6 doe that were there 10 years ago, they're probably hanging around because I didn't kill them.
They gotta be.
Must be. So, you know, the guy that does no scouting, you don't get out, you don't check no scrapes, you're not looking for buck rubs, droppings, you know, mock scrapes, anything.
What do you do all summer?
Drink beer, eat.
Oh, must be.
Can't complain.
But maybe
But I got to buy my meat though because I don't have anything in the
Maybe
freezer.
we should call it the hunter and the stress-free sitter. Gotta be,
Beef's not
it's
that
gotta be
expensive,
stress-free.
right? No. A couple years ago that changed when I finally shot a deer. You know, we're going back 7 years or so. And then it kind of just changed the whole take on everything. It gave the motivation back from when you were young and you get them butterflies when the deer walk out. You know, I started doing more scouting. I was getting in the woods in the summertime, the spring, the fall, the winter, all year long. The deer are there all year. They're not just there from October to January.
They live there.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Pretty much.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, so you got to separate yourself from the sitter. The guy, you know, you're hunting the same deer. And then you're talking about how there's not deer like there used to be. Okay, you didn't have any luck. You didn't get anything because you're not getting in the woods.
There's no deer in PA anymore.
No.
That line.
No, yeah.
That's what you're talking about?
Less than 1 million, I guess. So,
No deer.
you know, you really want to do the research. You got to learn. You should be watching YouTube videos. There's a YouTube video for everything. There's millions of books out there, websites, blogs.
Then you can do it. You can do it from YouTube and videos because I'm a testament of it.
Yeah.
My dad didn't hunt. Not that he was against it. He didn't. Whatever. He loved eating deer. It wasn't his thing. He was a fisherman. He wasn't into hunting. And I was self-taught from the very beginning. I turned 18. I bought a 30-06, a very cheap one that I could afford. I was scooping ice cream or something, helping a construction company, and I bought a gun. I eventually bought a bow. How long later? Maybe a year and a half later.
The proof's on the wall, right here. So.
Yeah, proof's in the pudding. But
Starting from scratch.
I was self-taught from 0 to nothing. You know, I had no clue what I was doing. I spent a few years, I guess, walking in the woods and looking at trees, which I enjoyed. But I eventually read enough, watched enough videos, which is what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to help people out that have no idea what to do.
Absolutely.
Because that's how I learned. And now, you know, I've harvested deer. I harvest deer every year. I harvest a couple deer every year, and due to other people sharing their experiences and their knowledge, their product reviews, and teaching me what to do is what got me to where I am now. You know what I mean?
We're sitting pretty. We get deer every year now.
Every year.
I don't remember the last time I bought beef. So
It's pretty.
I grew from the sitter to the hunter. You know, I enjoy being in the woods. I have kids that like being in the woods, so that helps me too. Gives me a reason to be away.
Oh my God.
You know, there's a lot of work that people don't think. You know, to just go in once a year. Those deer are walking that path all year long. I think they're going to realize if something's off about that path. Wait, that guy wasn't here last week.
Yeah,
He's here a couple weeks a month now.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go around him. But no, there's no deer there. You know.
There's a lot that goes into that. It's trying to beat something out of its own environment,
Right.
Which it takes a lot of work to do. It's not it's hunting season. Go buy tag. Go sit in my spot. It's what's
a
going
second
on
job.
in between. Oh my gosh, I wish that's all it was. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of text messages, a lot of calls, a lot of Google topography, looking at maps, looking at everything. It's a lot. There's a lot of pressure. But you have to put that pressure on yourself. So I don't want to say hunting is a lot of pressure. It's not.
No, not at all.
If you're happy with it's hunting season, you pull up, you park, You go in the woods, you sit there for 8-10 hours, you get off work. That's the biggest bonus. Hunting season, if you can call off work, if you have that ability, that's awesome. A bad day of hunting is better than any good day of work. Tell me it's not.
Unless it's raining.
Don't do it. But if you want to be a guy that can actually go out and consistently harvest deer, which I love to do. I love the hunt. Don't get me wrong, it's not all about the kill. I like the chase, but my chase is year round. I follow the deer, I stalk them, I do everything I can to up the odds that I'm going to shoot one, because I love the chase, I love the harvest, and I give deer meat out to all my family, and I love that. There's nothing better than your sister, your brother, your mother coming over and here, a bag of deer meat, here's some ground burger, here's some steak. That's a good feeling.
Do yourself a favor and get the right equipment. Get some trail cams. Get 2 or 3, put them around, find out the paths. Get in the woods. You have to be in the woods. That's where the deer are at. You're not going to shoot them from the couch.
Nah,
and you're not going to shoot them if you hunt one day out of the entire year. They're not the same deer. They change yearly. They change daily.
They change every 5 minutes.
The rut.
It's crazy.
You don't know where they're going. Once they get that scent, they're gone. They're
once
lost.
They're in rut,
lost.
Anything
all
that you calculated, anything you figured out, oh, he comes here on this day at this time, throw that out the window. During the rut, I call it the rutcation, but during the rut, you got no clue. You know that. Yeah. You got no clue what's going to happen. Oh, we had this 8-point, this 6-point, this 5-point, this 12-point, big, small. Come the rut, you have no clue what is going to come past your tree stand. The only time you'll miss out during the rut is when you're not there.
Yeah, which is why you want to check out an area, not a small area, a big area. You don't want to keep hunting this pines over here. I'm pretty sure they figure it out after a while. They're going to go around. You get some trail cams up, and not in the same area. Branch out. Visit different hunting lands you've never been to. You just can't shoot deer without knowing where they're at.
High traffic areas from the weekend warriors that just boom, we grab our gear, camo. It has to be camo, and we hop out in the woods, and we're going to shoot some deer, right? You got to stay away from. You got to try to avoid those guys. And what I mean by that is nothing wrong with that. If you want to be the weekend warrior and not prep at all, so be it. You have that right. It's game lands. You have that right, but try to find a different route into where you're hunting. Try to avoid any, what do we call them, dead zones. Try to avoid any dead zones where it's just beaten down by people, scent everywhere, deer staying away from it.
Walk. Don't be afraid to walk.
Don't be afraid to walk. If you have the ability, if you don't, fine. But if you do,
the deer probably aren't where you're at. Get in deep. So pretty much, just do the scouting. You're not gonna shoot
put time
deer.
in, really.
I mean, there's the lucky guys that have,
hell yeah,
they just have spots surrounded by
showed
deer.
up and
it's always nice, but we're not always like that.
Great.
All right.
No,
so you got to put in the work. Your average hunter, you have to find the deer. You got to see what they're doing. You got to study them. But that's enough rambling for today. This is Table Talk with SteelTown Outdoors. We'll see you next week. If you like the video, hit the like button, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button. Make sure the notifications are turned on so you can be updated with all of our new content. And next week we got a video coming, how to fish on a budget, and we got a little something. Yeah,
we're gonna switch it up for you. We're gonna talk about a little fishing.
So we have something special planned for that. Can't drop it. I guess you'll have to watch the video to find out.
Special, he means a giveaway, so stay tuned.